Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. Yes, I live on the tiny islands of Cyprus, and I was just watching that beginning piece introduction to Wednesday Friends Day, and you see land with all the people. It's saying about the community from all around the world, and then there's one person, which must be me, in the middle, but I'm in the sea. I know it's hot, but we're not always in the sea. Okay, let's go over and see the comment section. And today we have Sharon and Jackson first in the chat. Hello, Sharon and Jackson. And guys, do go over and check out Sharon and Jackson channel. So we've got a lot coming up today. We've got our normal puzzle. Let's begin with our normal puzzle for the day. So the puzzle for Wednesday, see if you can get it first. If you're watching this back later, see if you can think of the answer before someone in the chat does it or before I give the answer out. So let's run the intro for today's puzzle. Can you answer the puzzle? It goes like this. A blind beggar has a brother who died. What relation was the blind beggar to the brother who died? I'll say it again. A blind beggar has a brother who died. What relation was the blind beggar to the brother who died? And I'm not just going to go through a whole chat of people just putting other relative names up. You can only have one go at this one, or else you're just going to put all relatives up. So you only get one go. So you can only put one answer. So I'll say it one more time. A blind beggar has a brother who died. What relation was the blind beggar to the brother who died? Okie doke. I'll give you a clue in a minute. Shall I give you the clue now? Brother is not the answer. Brother is not the answer. Ooh. So we'll come back to that in a little while. Oh, and I must put this up because I've just been told by somebody else that if you need help, this is your space. You should be asking for help. Okay, so here's my PayPal account to get water back onto my land. We're a small way there for the fact that the borehole has been done and the pipe repair and the pump has been done, but all the money to pay for it has been borrowed. I have so many people out there that have given me help. Our friend Blue from Blue Self-Reliance has actually created a GoFundMe page, and running along the ticker tape here, you can see my PayPal. So if you are able to donate at all, then hit the PayPal, and we still have no water to our land. I am running with buckets up and down, and it is heat wave here, so you can imagine. And we do have to pay back the money that we have borrowed to do all the work. And it's been a great help, those who have donated already. And I am putting a video out on Friday on this channel to thank those who have donated so far. So they are all named, those that have donated so far. And I do put at the end a message to say thank you to everyone, because those who can't donate, a lot of you have either been giving your time watching my channel so I could get some income from my channel, or you've shared my story. So channel passes on to other channels information and finds people that can help. or indeed many people have just been giving me support, either watching my lives and keeping me happy in my lives, or else just being here in the comment section giving me lovely comments. So thank you to all of you who have helped so far in whatever way that has been. So if you can't actually donate, please share my PayPal and my story, and that would be much appreciated. In total, it was just under 7,000 euros that we needed to get all the work done. So I'll leave that running there. And the reason I use PayPal is it's the easiest way for me to get money that's donated. And it also is the biggest amount that I get to keep of what you donate. So that's why I've used that method. So I'll repeat the puzzle for those just joining us. A blind beggar has a brother who died. What relation was the blind beggar to the brother who died? Brother is not the answer. So that's today's puzzle. I will come back later on with the answer. And until then, let's get on with some other bits for today, such as this. So the first joke of the day. I threw a boomerang last week. Now I live in constant fear. My friend gave me his EpiPen as he passed out and died. It seemed important to him that I have it. Crazy. How do you contact Italian spirits? With a Luigi board. That's a good one. How do you contact Italian spirits with a Luigi board? That's fun. What is E.T. short for? Well, it's because he's got little legs. Two men meet on opposite sides of the river. One shouts to the other, I need you to help me get to the other side. The other guy shouts, you are on the other side. That's my sort of joke. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? And the answer is a carrot. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Safety. Safety always comes first. So they're the jokes of the day. I hope you enjoyed those. We all need a joke. And if you go on my other channel, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, you will see I do 4 episodes of fun, mostly funny signs, a whole video of funny signs. So do go and check that out. I think the playlist is called something like Fun Videos. So Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty is the channel. And the playlist there is Fun Videos, something like that. And of course, do go on my community post on this channel, because every now and then I put up some different funny signs. So go and have a look there. And talking of which, I did put something up on my community post before this live. Now, what normally happens here is the hamster goes running around. He's actually in my light ring. He goes running around the light ring, and he stops on one of the numbers from my countdown that you see at the beginning of this live. And each number of the countdown to the live, there's pictures there which represent different things on my channel. And then he stops running around the light ring, and he's on a number, and then we talk about something connected with that picture, whether it's about recycling or all sorts of things. So next time you watch the countdown, have a look at those numbers that you just saw, and you'll see the subjects. And for a while, I've been asking people to suggest names for that hamster. And today I've not made him work. We're not going to discuss a subject today, because today we're talking about the hamster. He's had a day off. He's been sunbathing all day, so he's quite brown today. And I've been asking people for ideas for the name of the hamster. And I said I'd like something quite clever or quite funny, because that's my personality. And we had quite a few suggestions. Some people emailed me or contacted me. Some people in the live were making some suggestions as well. And on my community post today, I put the person who selected the name that I chose. So of all the suggestions, I chose what I considered to be the best name. And there's a link on my community post to their channel. So to thank them for coming up with the winning answer, then go and check out their channel. And the name I chose was from one of many suggestions from the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. And the name I chose for the hamster, I said he was a boy, is Forest. As in, run, Forest, run, because he's running around the light ring with the numbers spinning around behind him. So I thought that was a really cool suggestion, because he's running around the wheel. So the hamster will now be named Forest. And as I say, he's not round the wheel today, round the light ring, because I've got him here to show you. Oh, he's a bit sleepy at the moment, because I've been talking and holding him in my hand. He's a little bit sleepy. And he is a bit brown, actually. He's become quite Cypriot, very brown now from the sun. And so here is Forest. Here he is. Here's Forest. Oh, he's waking up, I think. He's opened his little eyes. So that's Forest. He's a bit shy. Maybe we'll see more from Forest in the future. Do you like him? He's looking, he's not sure what he should be doing this side of the light ring. And he wants to know where his numbers have gone, because I didn't put them up today for him to run around the light ring. There is Forest. So, need to put him back in his little bed. He's got a little bed behind the screen. There we go. I couldn't find him earlier, but as I say, he was outside. I was looking everywhere for him. Yes, that might explain why the cats haven't been in my life for some time. I think it's since Forest has been about, maybe. So I hope you enjoyed meeting Forest. And let's go on to this. So I'm just getting it for you, my craft update. If you're new to my channel, you won't know that I particularly enjoy cross stitch. I did start embroidery. I've done one embroidery project, and I've gone back to cross stitch for now. And I'm making something, a picture in cross stitch, and I want you to guess what it is. I'm not revealing what it is till much nearer the time, but if you put in the comments below, or if you're in the live, what you think it is, have as many guesses as you want. You can keep changing your mind, because as it gets developed, then it does look like different things. And then I will remember who said the right answer first and reveal that when this is nearly finished. So I've done quite a lot of filling in this section now. This section is almost done, this sort of middly bit, and I've extended going further down. I have mentioned before how when I do, let's say these yellow bits here, for example, when I'm doing them, I'm just counting, and it doesn't look like a pattern when I'm doing it. And then when I finish and step back, I'm like, oh, I've made a pattern. And that's like all of it. None of it, when I'm doing the counting the stitches, looks like a pattern as I'm stitching until I step away. And I was like, oh, I've made a pattern. I've gone down this side a little bit more here, gone down here a bit more. I've come out more. So there's some sections here I've come out a little bit more as well. I filled in some more here. All this bit, as I say, I've done all this bit. This bit wasn't completely filled in. There was like odd colours. I dislike it when you've got like one stitch of a colour and then you can't trail it to another area because it'd be such a long way away. So I'm not keen on that. And there's been quite a lot of that in the design. So I'll pull back a bit so you can see more. And if you want to make guesses, as I say, it won't be your last guess that I count. It will be any guess you've made that's correct. So just make as many guesses as you like. You don't have to repeat guesses. I have them logged if they are correct. Or something similar. If you've thought of something similar, I will note that. So what do you think that is? Interesting. This bit's interesting here now. I think this bit's quite interesting. So that is my cross stitch. I've been doing quite a bit of that. It might not look so much, but I tell you, that was quite a lot. Because we've got heat wave here, and we were even told on a couple of days not to go outside. Schools closed, that's how hot it got, and we don't normally close schools on heat waves, so that tells you it's been very extreme. So yes, I've had a lot more time to just sit. Hey, we've got Texas Jan in the house. Hello, took a break from the garden just in time to see your little forest. Oh, bless. And Jan, if you look out for my video I'm posting on Friday, you are in it. Ooh. And I've just edited another video today. You're in that as well. I'm not sure when I'm posting that, but that will be quite soon. So, oh, Janet again. Janet's very popular. So guys, do go and check out Janet's channel. Texas Jan. I can never remember people's numbers. I think it's 0057. Yes, I've just come back to the chat to look. 0057. I only remembered that because I've been making videos with your link so people can come and check you out. So do check out Texas Jan 5507. Okay, just having a little water break there. So that's my cross stitch update. And then the other update that people like to see, so I try not to forget it, is somewhere. It's somewhere. Here it is. It's here. So last time I'd finished this book, Ending Tears, Ruth Rendell, and overall I gave it an 8. A bit less really because I got the ending way at the beginning, but then they throw in loads of red herrings and bring in another story to make you think it was something else, and it wasn't. It was what I thought at the beginning. So I'm being kind by giving it an 8. And next I'm going to start reading Val McDermid. I don't know who that one is. Creative TV's Wire in the Blood, apparently. And the book is called Beneath the Bleeding. And as I always say, you can always look up anything on Kindle if you like the sound of it, or go into your library and order. These are all old books. I must be one of the few channels that actually promotes old books, not new books. And this says, the race is on to uncover the identity of a murderer with nothing to lose and everything to kill for. When Robbie Bishop, star midfielder for the Bradfield Vicks, is poisoned by a rare and deadly toxin, profiler Dr. Tony Hill and trusted colleague DCI Carol Jordan have their work cut out for them. Robbie was adored, so the public wants answers, but the answers aren't coming and trails are running cold. Then a bomb explodes in the football stadium, causing massive casualties, and another man dies from poisoning. Is there a link between the cases? And what are the motives for these crimes? The clock is ticking for Tony and Carol, and the death toll keeps rising. And as I say, these are all books that have been given to me, a right mixed bunch, all sorts of books, all sorts of authors, all sorts of subjects. And it's just interesting to pick up a book that I may or may not have picked up before. So it's quite a thick book. I do like a nice thick paperback. I've said many times before, I dislike hardback books unless it's like a big gardening book or something like that. But to read, I like a paperback. So I will be starting that, and I will give you a review near the beginning of it, then maybe in the middle of it, depends how quick I read it, and then I review at the end as in overall. If it's got a gripping beginning, I love it, and a really surprising end. That is my perfect book. So I will be starting that. As I say, we're still in quite hot climate. Jan, how's your climate? Because you had the dome. You had the dome. Tell me about that. We got Blue in the house. Hey, hun, sorry I'm late. We stopped saying that. I'm popping in and out. We'll be right back. Steve, Tina, morning dawn. So for both of you two that have just come in, Blue Self-Reliant and Steve and Tina Jewel, check out their channels. And a big hello to those of you watching this back later. Okay, so we have a recap on the puzzle of the day. A blind beggar has a brother who died. What relation was the blind beggar to the brother who died? The answer is not brother. I'll say it again for the latecomers. A blind beggar has a brother who died. What relation was the blind beggar to the brother who died? Brother is not the answer. And I've said you can only have one guess. So you can't just put loads of relatives. You have one answer. One answer. A bit late. We always start with the lateness. There's no time schedule just because I have a time schedule. Part of the fun of lives is popping in and out, isn't it? Oh, I was worried about you, I must admit. And then I feel bad because you don't have to be here, but because you're always here and you've also come on when you're on holiday. So even when you're not available, you still come on. Then I panic when you're not here, but you don't have to be here. So I was a little concerned, but I shouldn't be. You're not meant to be here. You don't have to be here. Okay, what should we do? Let's do. Help if I don't keep scrolling up to the top to say hello and then I have to find where I am. Steve, if you didn't catch the cross stitch, I've just shown it. So if you want to do more guesses, then you can always drop a comment later if you want to roll it back and see more stitching and see if that helps you at all with any more guesses. And you all missed, if you're later in the live, you all missed seeing Forest. So you need to replay later. You need to see Forest. Okay, let's play our game. I forget what I call it now. Like is it true or is it false? Did I have a name for the game? Did I have a name? I can't remember. Yes, Blue, you need to run this back later because you'll see Forest later. I've introduced you to Forest and my cross stitch. You can catch up with that. But we're going to play true or false now. Is this statement true or is this statement false? Giant Lego bricks are used today to construct real furniture and the walls in rooms. Is that true or is that false? Mark it that I've done it because if I don't play a game for a while, I forget where I am. So true or false? Giant Lego bricks are used today to construct real furniture and the walls in rooms. Steve saying false. Steve saying false. I'll give it a minute. Blue saying true. Anyone else playing? True or false? And Blue, to remind you, the video that you're in, she's in a panic. What is that? Is I've just scheduled it for Friday, so it will definitely be posted on Friday on this channel. Steve saying too uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't think you'd want a bath made out of it, would you? That'd probably be leaky as well. So giant Lego bricks are used today to construct real furniture and walls in rooms. The answer is true. It's true. So Blue was right on that one. 1 to Blue. The next one. Blue says, okie dokie, no worries. I'm doing my first live in 3 months on Friday too. Oh, tell me English time that you're doing it. I will come on. I love your lives. I absolutely love your lives, Blue. What time, English time, will it be? Because I'm 2 hours ahead of you. So I can work yours out. Yours is the only channel I can work out what time you're talking about. Ooh, let's wait for Blue. So first I threw it. Yay! I love Blue's lives. 4:30 p.m. UK time. Let me write it somewhere. Oh, Forest, get out the way. Forest was on top of the pens. 4:30. 4, 5, 6. So that will be 6:30 my time. Blue. There, 6:30 p.m. Blue. That was I think that was about the time you used to do, because I used to say to you I could come on, but if we were cooking something or might wanted dinner or something, I went. But we should be good on that because I don't eat at night anymore. Steve saying that's 8:30 a.m. Pacific. I guess for you, Steve, you can work these things out quite easily because you probably always relate to English time anyway. But that's helpful. So, guys, do make a note. Blue Self-Reliance is back. Are you doing every Friday, Blue? It's 4:30 p.m. UK time, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. Oh, Danny's being a pain. Used worlds, yes. Oh, world's clock, right? Okay, that's cool. I've not thought to do that actually. I don't think to do that. I just try. I did have it written somewhere, if it's my time, then it's this, like how many backwards. Most people behind me. The only country much that I watch above in front of me is Australia, but most other countries are behind that I watch. Okay, let's do another one. Is this true or is this false? In 2018, using Lego Technic elements, Lego presented its first life-size drivable car, which was a Bugatti Chiron. Bugatti Chiron. I'll say that again. I'll try not to mess it up so much this time. In 2018, using Lego Technic elements, Lego presented its first life-size drivable car, a Bugatti Chiron. I just couldn't even get that word out that time. Steve saying, got one clock set for UK, one for Tanzania. Obviously. Obviously. So is that true or is that false? Oh, words. Blue saying true. Sorry about that. Don't be sorry, Blue. Let's see if Steve's got an answer. Anyone else playing? Steve says, sounds daft enough. What, Blue? Sounds daft enough. True. You are both correct. It is true. It is true. And there is Steve doing a link for Blue's channel, Blue Self-Reliance. So if you want to go over and see her live on Friday, I tell you, it's going to be worth it. It's worth your time. It really is. Go over, hit the notification bell, and then you should be alerted to when she begins. And while we're there, Steve and Tina do a quiz on Sundays. If you want to put a time up, Steve, because I can't do your times. They do quizzes on Sundays. Am I right saying Sundays? Oh, and there we go. Steve's actually done the link there to Blue's live. Blue's done a link to something. I don't know what. Blue's done a link. Click on it. It's got to be good. There's a link there. Okay, so let's do another one. Thanks, that's very sweet. True or false? The first phone book ever created consisted of only 2 pages. So it's like a telephone directory. So the first phone book ever created consisted of only 2 pages. Blue saying that link is Steve and Tina's channel. Blue saying true. Oh, you're quick, Blue. That's Blue. Links and answers. Is it true or is it false? Steve saying they're live Sunday. I thought it was Sunday. That's why you'll never see me. I try and avoid even touching my computer on a weekend, so you won't see me. Steve and Tina do their lives on their quizzes Sundays, 9 a.m. Pacific times. Thanks to Blue from Steve and Tina Jaw. I can't believe anyone who watches my lives won't be subscribed to all my brilliant moderators and everyone who regularly comes on my lives. I just wouldn't believe it if you told me that. Blue saying welcome. Ooh, Dawn won a prize. I have edited that today. It actually says I've got mail. I've got awesome mail because there's mail and there's also mail that is my prize that came. So that will be posted probably next week. So I got a prize. Let's see, Steve answering. The first phone book ever created consisted of only 2 pages. Shall I tell you when it was created? It was created in 1878. 1878, can you imagine? Don't know if that helps you or not with your true or false. Let's write down that I've done that one. Steve saying true. It is false. It's 1 page. It's only 1 page. Wow. And I'm imagining it was a leaflet rather than an actual book. I don't know. If anyone can research that and get a screenshot of it, that would be quite interesting. Blue says, missed it because Tanny's driving me mental. No, you answered that one. You're on the one we're on. Okay, shall we do one more? What's the time? Yes, let's do one more of this. True or false? Someone found a World War II hidden radio inside an old book. Someone found a World War II hidden radio inside an old book. Found it, says Blue. Someone found a World War II hidden radio inside an old book. Is that true or is that false? Is that true or is that false? Blue's so quick on the computer. I don't think she makes that sound though when she does things. Steve says true, but not a very interesting book. Ooh. Blue's saying true. You're both correct. It is true. Someone found a World War II hidden radio inside an old book. I'm thinking, yeah, that does sound quite possible, doesn't it? Sounds quite possible. Steve says not a very interesting book. Do you know of it, Steve? Do you know of it? Yes. It's got to be a big book because they wouldn't have 2 smaller equipment then, would they? Maybe it was like a big encyclopedia or something, maybe. Okay, let's do one more. I said that just now, I'm sure. True or false? It was reported in 2016 that every year YouTube users watch 46,000 worth of content. It was reported in 2016 that every year YouTube users watch 46,000 worth of content. Lou says, do you want me to email you the picture of the phone directory? I'll post a link to the image. If you email it to me, because my chat disappears for me afterwards. My chat disappears. I don't know if any of you guys can see it after. Blue saying this is the first phone directory. Right, so the link's there. But yeah, if you can email me that would be great, Blue. Yes, that would be great so I can see it properly. That would be really cool. Steve saying no, I would have found the radio. Oh, kudos to you. Very good. Yes, of course. Very good. So it was reported in 2016 that every year YouTube users watch 46,000 worth of content. Hey, Jeannie's here. I was just watching one of your videos before I set up my live. Jeannie's just done one in Costco, shopping in Costco, and they've already got their Halloween stuff out. Yes. And I did write a nail appreciation comment. When you're now actually matching your nails up to things in the shop, and I said that needs to be a regular feature. So guys, do go over and check out Jeannie's Point, and you'll know if you're a long time viewer there because she used to be under another name, and sometimes I slip up and call it the old name. But do go and check out and subscribe while you're there to Jeannie's Point. So the answer to that is true. It's actually true. So well done to all those watching later if you've got that right as well. Wow. Thanks, Blue. Thanks, Blue. Okay, let's go back to my puzzle of the day because people are just coming in and I can't remember who was here now when I did the puzzle. So let's say again today's puzzle. So today's puzzle is this. A blind beggar has a brother who died. What relation was the blind beggar to the brother who died? The answer is not brother. You only get one guess because or else you're just going to fill my chat up with different relatives. So think hard. You only get one guess today. A blind beggar has a brother who died. What relation was the blind beggar to the brother who died? Brother is not the answer. Ooh. 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 No answers as yet, but then I'm ahead of you. I must always remember that. And while we're pondering on that, let's go on to this. Okay, just pulling my questions out. On what did you spend your first pay packet? Ooh. So what did you spend your first pay packet? I remember I bought something for my family. So my dad, my mum, my sisters, my nan and my granddad. They're the ones that I saw every day. So that's what I did. It was just simple things like flowers, plant. Can't remember what else I actually bought. So I can't remember exactly what, but I remember I bought like a little gift because I had my own money. I never got pocket money. So I had my own money that wasn't given to me to buy presents for, birthday presents and things like that kind of thing. So it was my earned money. And I will tell you this, I spent all of it. We got answers here. Stephen Tina saying sister. Blue saying cousin. Blue saying my first pay packet bought my pram for my now heffalump 33-year-old son. Oh, wow. Bless. Steve says, can't remember what I had for breakfast, let alone 50 years ago. I bet you had chocolate today, Steve. I bet you had chocolate somewhere along the line today. Oh, mind you, it's still early for you, isn't it? Maybe you haven't had chocolate yet. I forget it's early for you. I'm like, what time am I now? 6:16 p.m. 6:16 p.m. If your first pay packet had been £1 million, you could only buy one thing. What would you buy? You can only buy one thing. You can't share it or give it away. You've got to buy something. What would you buy? What would you buy? House, says Stephen Tina. Oh, where would that house be? Oh, I did have a quick look at Stephen Tina Jules shorts, and I remind people I can't comment on shorts. I don't know why. That bit's not available on my shorts. It's been like this for a long time. I am watching a lot of guys' shorts, so I try and mention them when I've seen them. And they've got their dog Rover. He's in, I think it's a lake. He's in a lake and all his fur is over his face. Bless him, he can't see. And Tina is laughing her head off. You've got to go and see it to appreciate it. And poor Rover, he really can't see. Oh. Blue saying she will buy an abandoned manor house. Ooh, nice. Any particular place where that would be, Blue? Jeannie saying a big old house in South US. We all want big old houses. I've had 2 of those. 2 of those in England. I will get round one day to collating. I have footage of the first one when I was moving out, because that's when I got a video camera. So I've got footage moving out, so you will be able to see kind of that one. The second one, obviously, I had moving in, but I've got loads of photos of the first one, how it was when I bought it, lots of photos. So I've literally got to... Has anyone got a good app where I can, like, convert my pictures? It's got to be free. Because what I tend to do is take photos of my photos, and they're not always the best quality. But I'd like you to see how much work I put into the first house. I've talked about it many times, that it didn't even have a bathroom. It just had a toilet and other things. Stephen Tina Jewel, house someplace with good weather. I hear Cyprus is quite warm. Blue says Wales. I can see Blue living in Wales. Blue says, I know the exact one. Oh, bless you, Blue. Oh, she's got a dream house, a real dream house. Oh. Jeannie says it has to be very old. Fish, orange, wide eyes. Oh, hello, what are you talking about? Why have I not got the emoji? It's giving me the words of the emoji. I never get that. I normally get the actual emoji. Let's put her up on the screen, see if it comes up as the emoji. No, that's how it came up to me. Fish, orange, white eyes. Like, what are you talking about? And you know your emojis come up. I wonder why that didn't come up that time. Okay, Blue says, I do, and it has all the old furniture, etc., so I can do them all up. Oh, my first house had a really huge loft. Obviously, being an old Victorian house, you could have built another floor easily. Had a huge loft, and there was all old furniture up there, as in Victorian furniture, original furniture. There was a cast iron fireplace with marble surround, but the marble surround had been coated many times in paint, so I restored that, brought the fireplace back. I've got to do pictures. It's just going to take time. Ginny's laughing. See, that comes up. See what that comes up here? Yeah, see, comes up as emojis, and I'm pointing at it for you with my mouse. I'm going, look there, look. Stephen Tina saying, I'm thinking a big camper motorhome so we can travel. You want to go on the Astute Tourist channel, go and ask him for the link, because he's got loads of videos, so you might not find it. He did a tour of his camper van. You will like it. It's one of those where bits come out. So go on the Astute Tourist channel and just say, Dawn said, give me the link to your camper van video, the tour. That is something amazing. Jeannie says it sounds amazing. Blue says, the one I want, they only want 850,000. That's it. Sounds quite good. It has massive cellar, the size of a house. I so want it. Oh, Blue, I so want you to have it. Oh, I'm assuming it's got a garden, because you wouldn't contemplate one without a garden. Has it got land? Ooh. Steve and Tina say, I was very lucky to travel with my dad for 2 years in camper van. Lovely. Oh, Sharon's back. I wonder where you've gone, Sharon. I'm back. Hi, Steve and Tina. Coffee. She's got coffee. She's got coffee. How's your stone collecting going? Blue says it's got 5 acres. Wow. 5 acres. An established veg garden and orchard. Ooh, Blue. Has it been on the market for a long time? Don't think you said it's been for a long time. You just said it's available. Ooh, we can't see it, Blue, because people will grab it. Don't share it anywhere. Don't even say where exactly. Sounds wonderful. It certainly does. Sounds lovely. Really nice. I'm assuming lots of original features as well. Ooh, it sounds lovely. Sounds lovely. Okay, let's do another question. My question cards. Name one achievement you're proud of in your life. Although I've done a lot of TV and musicals and stage shows and high-end stuff like that, I always had more joy when I did an agency for only my pupils, because I ran a stage school, and I wouldn't have outsiders pay and join an agency. I wanted those devoted to my stage school, and I would always put ones that showed commitment up for auditions for really good stuff, TV and films and things. And it was always more important for me that I taught them most of them from beginners, from like age 2.5, and I taught them to dance, act, whatever else, and they got a career from that. So I would say that really was my biggest achievement, and so many of them as well. So that was more important than everything I'd ever done. So I would say that. Hey, Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla, they are mentioned on my community post today. So do go over and check that out and see what that's all about. Blue saying about the house she wants. Yes, no one wants it because it's been abandoned since the 60s. They're the best. They absolutely are the best. Sharon Jackson says, I have found 1 quartz crystal rock. I'm thinking about putting it in my rock tumbler. Lovely. Blue says, my kids is her greatest thing she's proud of. Steve and Tina having 2 wonderful children. Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla's in the house, so we have to say, of course. I nearly forgot, so sorry. Go over, check out their channel. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Okay, Sharon says, how's things going with you? I will be doing an update video, just confirming a few things, and I'm hoping for an update video. But on Friday, there is a semi-update. So look on Friday of my video that I've scheduled. And there's a link from Steve for the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Popping in and out, that's cool. That's cool, no problem there. Okay, I'm going to read the puzzle of the day one more time, and then we will hit the answer. The puzzle is, a blind beggar has a brother who died. What relation was the blind beggar to the brother who died? And the answer is not brother. As I say, you can have one guess. I wonder if anyone watching this back later got the answer correct. I'm just scrolling back to where we had some answers. I think it was after that. I'm just scrolling because I want to get the right people with the right answers. Oh, I should have bookmarked it. Bookmarked it. Oh, that's what the bookmark's for. That's what the yellow star's for. Steve and Tina say the answer is sister. And Blue says the answer is cousin. The answer is sister. A blind beggar has a brother who died. What relation was the blind beggar to the brother who died? Brother is not the answer, so therefore it must be sister. So today the applause goes to Steve and Tina Jewell. Okay, let's have another question. Ooh, this is a strange one. Does any scent or smell bring back a particular memory? Clean answers only. Thank you. Does any scent or smell bring back a particular memory? Because I scrolled back the chat, I'm still on that bit, and all I can see is Jeannie saying fish orange wide eyes. Let's go to the bottom. Sharon says, I've got company. Okay, no problem. It was nice to see you pop in. Does any scent or smell bring back a particular memory? When I knew Mike, he lived in this lovely area, and that, like in a little sort of country lane almost, I guess you'd say, a little track, and then you come out of that and the high street was quite nearby, and as soon as you came out there you could smell of the weekend. If I'd go and see him on the weekend, they would be cooking donuts and bread in the supermarket bakery. They cook them on site. So those smells, yeah. But donuts and bread, you could always smell that sort of as you came out of the area he lived. So that, I think I might have talked about this before. Maybe I shouldn't repeat it again, but I will. Do you remember the old Packer Macs? You know, like when it's raining and you can fold them all up small. They were called Packer Macs, like Macintosh, plastic Macs, but not the material that's used now. They were actually PVC. They were PVC plastic. They used to have poppers to do them up. Not quite Kagools. I think they're called Kagools. You had to put those rain Macs on like a jumper and zip it up. No, these were Packer Macs, and they had hoods and snappy buttons. They even had pockets that had little snappy press studs. That's the word, though. Press studs, not little snappy things, not crocodiles on the pockets. No. And I love the smell of them. I really love the smell. I remember having a luminous yellow one. They were bright colours, whereas the Kagools seemed to be dark blue. And I remember I liked the smell so much that my mum built an extension. My mum and dad built an extension, and they had this massive, like a walk-in wardrobe, if you like. It's downstairs, and it was for all our family's coats and shoes and umbrellas, those kind of things. And I used to go in there and open the door because it wasn't huge. It was like just a massive, like a normal toilet room size, if you like. And I used to go in there and just smell. It's like, I like the PVC smell. And one day I went down, I was like, oh, and as I turned the corner to go to where this cupboard walk-in cupboard was, the door was open. I was like, oh, and my mum sort of heard me and she shut the door. And she went, oh, like she jumped, like I'd caught her doing something. And I went, what are you doing? And she went, what are you doing? And I said, no, what are you doing? And she said, I like to smell the BBC Max. So that's where I get it from. Blame my mother. Blue's got to go. She's planting cucumbers. Excellent. Cucumbers. Steve says, coffee reminds me of the coffee roaster in Bromley High Street. Mike, Steve's talking about Bromley High Street. We used to go shopping when I was at Mike's in Bromley High Street. Mike says he used to work in Bromley High Street. Right, whereabouts? Because Steve might know it then.
The place was called G.A. Dunn & Co.
G.A. Dunn & Co. The
Men's
man's...
clothiers.
Huh?
Men's clothiers, and they sold hats.
Men's clothiers, and they sold hats. Steve was born in Bromley, Mike.
No, there was a coffee shop just up the road.
Right.
To grind the coffee in the window.
That's what he's talking about.
Ah,
He's talking about the coffee place.
yeah.
Oh, Mike said that was just up the road from where he worked. Oh, you two have a lot to talk about. Ooh. Yeah. Where was it you lived?
West Wickham.
West Wickham. So Mike lived in West Wickham, and then we'd go shopping sometimes in Bromley High Street. Oh, Mike, you won't believe this. Steve saying he worked there. His first kid, Dunn & Co.
Hey?
Cinnamon Fall, says Jeannie. Cinnamon Fall. His first job, because the typing goes wrong sometimes. His first job with Dunn & Co. Dunn & Co. Wow. Wow. Oh, dear. Yeah, so maybe you've bumped into each other. How old would you have been, Mike? Or what year? What years would that have been? You can't say, he doesn't know. He can't count that far back. Wow. Pat was the manager, says Steve.
No.
Do you know who was?
I only did relief work there because I was based at West Croydon.
Right, he said he only did relief work there because he worked in West Croydon. Right, Steve was 16 when he worked there. You was older.
Well, I'm 68, so yeah.
Mike's 68 now. You don't know how old you was when you was there?
I would have been in my 20s.
Mike saying he would have been in his 20s. Steve saying 1974. I'll just be the go-between. I'll be the go-between on my channel's chat. But this is fun. This is fun. Isn't it amazing?
There was an old boy there called Ernie.
Mike says there was an old man there called Ernie. He remembers. Remembers an Ernie. An old man there. Ernie. Interesting. There's got to be some crossover that you will know. Yeah, that was his, did you say first job? Jeannie says, cinnamon reminds me of fall, the season. Oh, right, I get that now. Thank you, Jeannie. Cinnamon. The smell of cinnamon reminds Jeannie of fall. Oh, that's lovely. You won't believe this, Mike. Steve says, I also worked at other branches as relief. Croydon.
No. I did West Croydon. Frank was at East Croydon.
Right, he had a friend called Frank at East Croydon, and Mike worked at West Croydon. He's going to come back with, oh, I know Frank. Do you know Frank's surname? Pickford. Frank Pickford worked at East Croydon, and Mike Pearson worked at West Croydon. Wow.
Did relief at Fleet Street, High Holborn,
Mike's saying he did relief at where? Fleet Street and where?
High Holborn.
High Holborn. He did relief as well. Wow. This turned interesting. God, how amazing is that? It's amazing, isn't it? I think just things are really weird like that. As they say, small world. And I would guess, yes, with YouTube and channels and all that, connections will be remade, basically. Lots of time. 1:08, so I've gone over my hour. So, yeah, if you think of anything else, Steve, then do drop a message. And I'll get Mike to answer. He might think of some names, so names would be pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to finish there for today. Thank you all so much for being here. So appreciated. We had a good chat today. And I will see you Friday on my other channel, earlier than this, so I know that's a bit early for some of you. And then I will be back here on Monday for another live. So thanks for being here, and until next time, as always, Meraki.